Hmm, is it working? Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to some more Prison Architect Alpha 30 exactly 30 is now on with some very new and interesting features, but not that many actually after all because yeah, I would have very much love to say that look, I'm just playing this right now on my iPad or iPhone or smartphone or smart tab because yeah, considering just how terrible the frame rate is right now, I think it would be pretty similar to an iPad version, but unfortunately not yet. But yeah, this month has been less about less about updates and features and more about porting it to the iPad. Whoa, hello there. Oh my God, that I am so glad that I just caught that on the recording. I don't care if the recording goes very slowly. I'm just so glad. Wow. Yeah, tunnels are still tunneling. So yeah, this month they have done a lot of job into seeing how they can port the new Alpha 30 to the iPad version. So it will be a little bit lighter on the actual updates for the PC version, which is fine. Fine, no, no, not really that big of a problem, but yeah, they are going to release it on multiple platforms. The iPad, they're also thinking about releasing it for Xbox One, which pretty interesting, I have to say. I'm not exactly sure how the controls will work. I already saw the demo version for the iPad version, and it's fine. And also, there's always the big problem with the specs because Prison Architect can be a pretty demanding game when you're going to large-scale prisons. I mean, I'm not saying that mine is definitely one of the large-scale prisons. I've seen prisons. Oh, there you go. The frame rate has been restored. So yeah, okay. I'm not exactly sure if it's related to Zoom or do I have anything in the background that's maybe running? I am going to have to check it out in a second. All right, we're back. And yeah, it seems to be working a little bit smoothly. It's a kind of ironic because they have really improved the memory issues in this alpha because since they are working for porting in the iPad version, they know they must do it more effectively. But yeah, still have this protective prisoner. How many protective prisoners do we have actually? Um, Only one. Well, that's that's fair enough. I'm not. My prison is not really built to deal with them because I haven't really built it in the concept of separate blocks, and I just have a single. Well, sure, there are three different blocks, but they are sort of united and. With one central canteen, one central kitchen, one central shower. They're pretty much the same. Oh, this is just keeps being a problem. The fact that for some whatever reason, the cell doors no longer open whenever they it goes to like shower time. I don't know. It used to open automatically, but it doesn't happen anymore. So yeah, as it happened from the last time, it did take a little bit of time until the literacy. Oh, what happened? Hello? Heard tasers going off. And dogs. Some of the prisoners are still volatile and are still very hard to control, even though we have all the needs pretty much mostly contained and everybody's happy. The volatile prisoners are just not really like that. Sorry if my voice is a little bit awful, but I did caught a really nasty cold and I'm hopefully at the end of it, but still, it's very weird how recording this at night and during the day I don't really feel that bad, but as I go to the nighttime or early in the morning, I'm just absolutely horrible. Oh, new prisoners arrived! Oh, I completely missed that. Ah, God damn it! And now I'm so over capacity. Wait, save, reload. Ah, God damn it. What are we going to do with these guys? We They're 25 over. Sheesh. Mm, mm. Well, in cases of emergency, what generally happens is the schools are turned into shelters. So I assume that I'm going to turn this classroom into a makeshift holding cell just for now. I am really sorry about that, and goddamn am I really sorry about the coughing, but you know, I really can't help it. So I'm going to put some benches in, some beds over here, and I'm going to put them some toilets. And of course I'm going to demolish them once we solve this small issue over here. But you know, this is just an emergency thing that just happened. I totally did not anticipate that. We're going to need a pipe over there. That's really not great because the piping, it's really easy to tunnel out. We're going to drag it from over here. Hopefully it's far enough. Might be saying, you know, you don't need to record videos if you're sick, just, you know, just mind your own job and fuck like that. But, you know, I just really like this game and I really wanted to do it, and, you know, it's a challenge. So, yeah, the prisoners are now dropped off over here, and what I did miss, and unfortunately, oh, some of them have unknown reputation. I'm going to need to activate my informants. Hey, there's a new icon for the informants. There you go. Oh, he's in the pharmacological treatment of drug addiction. Really sorry about that, but I do need to find out. Wow, there are 3 guys which are like that with question marks. I must make sure that they are fine. Oh wow, okay, so 2 of them are ex-law enforcement. I'm very glad that I got them. So you go in protective custody, you go in protective custody, and there you have it. And there is a bunch of contraband here and there, but not really that bad, and I pretty much keep it under control with random shakedowns and stuff like that. Hopefully this will be done soon. But yeah, the new thing that has been added, and that's why the prisoners are that, is the new intake category. Here you can actually much more clearly control the way you intake prisoners, and for now I want none because I'm way over my limit and I shouldn't have any prisoners whatsoever. And you know, you can also change the ratio of what prisoners you want to receive. For example, if I say I want no minimum security prisons, or I want more maximum security and less medium security, and stuff like that, you can change that. You can also say all the prisoners, and I'll receive 83 new prisoners in the next day. That is just absolutely ridiculous. But also, every prisoner that you do not receive, it's going to go into available pool. So yeah, it's going to you're eventually going to have to take him, no matter what. And yeah, apart from that, the spirituality and literacy need are sort of taken care of. I don't know, they might need a little bit more free time. I know that I'm very constrained with the free time, and I did add it while playing a little bit on my own. I did add it more free time over here and over here. And hopefully that's good enough, because they need free time to like return the books to the library and for other stuff like that. Well, it does take a lot to get 24 prisoners inside. They're going to have all those needs up to the max by the time we... Oh, what's over here? This guy is a bit lagging over there. What is this dog handler doing? Is he smelling his ass? Holy crap, what's going on there? Oh, and by the way, look at that, new sprites for the workout season. Why is that protective custody out? Why, dude? I know it's visitation time, but you're supposed to be in lockup. You're going to get killed. Sorry, I did my best. And yeah, apart from the new awesome animations for the workouts, look at that. Yeah, work it, work it, work it. God damn, that is really awesome. And apart from that, there's you now receive money in hand whenever you intake prisoners. As you saw over there, you receive a certain amount of money, and you no longer receive the grants based on their security rating, because most of the people, what they would do, they would get like minimum prisoners, minimum risk prisoners, and then they would go and like change them to maximum risk prisoners, and they will get like full money. They'll get like money for maximum security prisoners, but you know, they'll still have the same traits as the minimum security prisoners, which is a pretty nasty way of gaming it. Also now, from what I know, they should bring food to the guys into the solitary. This is another thing that they added to like prevent people from like cheesing the game and like not like they would lock up prisoners in solitary cells and keep them there until they literally starve to death. That's really not cool, man, and I know it's been a possibility since the starvation has been added, but I would never do that. All prisoners need to reform. Speaking about reforms, I'm very happy to announce that I got to a wonderful 12% reoffending rate, and I did activate my parole program, and until now I have paroled 25 prisoners, and absolutely none of them have reoffended. This is truly one of my greatest design in prisons that I ever had. The parole hearing is still going on. We have 2 of them, and now they no longer need a warden and the chief of staff to like they have a parole officer and a parole lawyer, and it allows you to make more paroles at the same time. Parole, parole, parole. Very interesting if you say it multiple times. And yeah, unfortunately, we will have a bunch of prisoners stationed into the holding cell. Hopefully, they'll be all fine. They can go to the library. Look at him just grabbing a book and reading. Sentenced for 14 years for rape. That's too bad, but look at that. Look at the little reoffending chance. He has been reformed, he has been punished, he done workshop safety induction and carpentry apprenticeship. He's healthy, had a great security rating, have not committed any crimes while inside the prison. I definitely believe that he deserves a second chance, and I'll definitely put him up for parole. The parole policy, I keep it at 25%, which has worked well for me. I, you know, just keep it as low as possible. I know that some prisoners might get upset that they are not going to... Oh, look at him reading over there. That's so nice. And he's taken to the solitary together with his book. Just lovely, you know. And yeah, apart from that, most of the things are pretty much samey. The intake was indeed a very new thing, and now they are actually coming in by bus. I might have missed it. Unfortunately, I did not know that it was open, but and I'm not going to receive any more prisoners because I'm literally to full capacity. But yeah, the new parole system, the new oh, there's also no more fines if they parole and they reoffend. However, there's a failure condition. So if prisoners do parole out and they do reoffend because you have, I don't know, a very high parole cutoff policy, which I really don't know why would you have it very high. I mean, it does make a certain sense because if you have a low parole rating, then prisoners that have high reoffending chance will going to be denied a parole, and every time the prisoner is denied a parole, he is going to be very unhappy, very angry, because you know he missed his chance to get released early, and he might, you know, punch a few people on the way home, on the way to his cell. But apart from that, I really see no reason why you have the parole cut off to like a very small amount. Apart from maybe like I heard that they were going to introduce like the lower you have it, the more upset they'll get with that. Oh wow, the holding cell is absolutely to capacity. Okay, I really need to open this all up. There you go. Hope everything is fine and dandy. Some of the cells have opened though, so I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully all the protective custody guys are inside their protective custody cells, otherwise they will die a very horrible death. And yeah, now it's free time. They'll work out like that. Yeah, pump that iron. Oh, look at, some of them even take their shirt off. That is just absolutely badass, you know. Well, I'm just absolutely a mess. Oh, what did you do there, sir? Alright, he was fine. Let's see a parole going on though. I'm very tapped to cycle through objects. Ah, that's a very good addition, you know. Many times, I didn't even read that, many times you would want to click on certain objects. Like, there were certain objects, so look at him, Troy. Troy has 7% reoffending chance, so he will successfully complete the parole hearing. He has went to behavioral therapy. He did murder someone inside. That's unfortunate, unfortunately. But he did successfully pass behavioral therapy, so he did hopefully learn that murdering people is not really the best way to solve your problems. And after the parole hearing, he will be released because his reoffending chance is smaller than the parole cutoff. So let's see it in action, and we'll see if he actually reoffends or not. There you go, it gets up to the max. They are all waiting for him outside their family. He had called them beforehand, telling them that he's going to be released on parole and that it's a great day for him. Just look at that. Some of them, yeah, it was successful and he gets released. Look at that, absolutely amazing. And he did not reoffend, so he just got released early and he spent the rest of his life peacefully smoking weed and working for the state and, you know, stuff like that. Very beautiful indeed. So before we end this episode, let's do just a giant shakedown, because I haven't done one of those in a really long time, and so it's nice to see all this freaking stuff that you can find. Look at that, it's just absolutely filled with stuff. Still have confidential informants as always. We're going to have so many people into solitary. I'm not even going to talk about it. So yeah, people taking care of their literacy needs, people taking care of their spirituality needs. We have the spiritual guidance program that goes on and calms a lot of people. 130 has finished the spiritual guidance, 106 has passed. There is a bit of sort of cheating. Yeah, not exactly cheating, but there's something. Wow, look at how many programs this guy has been through. And still 39%, yeah, because he has the addiction, and that it's really annoying to deal with, because the addiction, apart from the fact that he gets drugs and gets thrown into solitary, which makes his needs go high, which makes him not concentrate for the reform programs. So it's very hard to reform prisoners that have addictions, unfortunately. I'm not exactly sure. I don't necessarily say that the pharmacological treatment of drug addiction should be buffed, but maybe have like a sort of anti-drug awareness campaign. It's like have fewer prisoners get into addiction, because basically my prison has everything that it needs. I don't see why. Oh, look at him! Look at him working out with one hand. Damn! Gotta keep that right hand worked, you know. But also you must never forget the leg day. Very important. And yeah, I think the shakedown was pretty much completed successfully. We did find a lot of shit. And if we go to intelligence, the supply should be pretty much low. And the demand high as always. Yeah. What I wanted to say about something that was really cheesy is that they could complete the spiritual guidance program like over and over again. And because it was very easy to complete, it's almost like pharmacological treatment of drug addiction. It doesn't have any concentration requirement almost, and they will get like huge reform rating, but just because they you know, listen to a priest. I mean, sure, it is good, you know, not going to lie. Sometimes you just need someone to talk to, or someone to, you know, listen to some kind words in your life, but they'll just get their reform ratings very high, and I don't think that's exactly how it should work. So yeah. Well, this has been pretty much it. There's not really much else for me to add. My prison is going on very well. If you were wondering why there was extra save file, this is because this is my brother's prison, and it's just an absolute freaking mess. I'm not even going to talk about it. He tries playing the game, but he's like very young. He's like, I don't know, 8? I think he was 8 last time I checked. And you know, he doesn't even know English properly, and he keeps asking me why they don't do that, why my prisoners keep escaping, why stuff happens. And you know, kids are going to be kids. It's just annoying because, you know, he's my brother. He wants to play whatever games I play, but sometimes I just play games that are not really designed for little kids. And that's why I'm a bit unsure about the iPad version, because the iPad version is more for like casual gamers. I'm not here discriminating. I know I'm pretty much on the PC master race and stuff like that, but every game is still has should have his worth as an art form or anything like that. but just in general the iPad games are just more for, yeah, look at that. The ability to tab when there are multiple objects over one another is so useful. Oh, there it needs to be open up. There you go. And since it's like for more casual gamers, I'm not exactly sure how well it will be received on the iPad version. That's just my slight concern about Prison Architect, because this is more of a, you know, it takes some time and dedication to play. It's not really something that you would necessarily play while sitting on the bathroom, on the toilet, I meant. Well, I'm going to end it here before my brain just completely spews over because of my absolutely worst cold ever. This guy has a bit. Something happened once. It was very funny. A guy that just got released through the parole had like just kicked off. Like right. No, he didn't kicked off. He had some contraband on him. Like right when he wanted to leave, and he had to go back to solitary just for one more, well, 2 more hours before being released. It was so funny. Yeah, look at that. Look at the spiritual guidance program. Look at all of them just sitting here, being calmed down by a spiritual leader. See? Yeah. Excellent, excellent concentration. This is definitely the prison, the the future prison, or not the future prison, the best prison. I don't know. I'm just boasting too much. Alright, well then, I'll see you guys next time with whatever I'm gonna make, and yeah. Hopefully we won't have such a we'll put the classroom back into function until next time, as more prisoners will get released. See you there. Bye bye.